Hey there! I'm so glad you're back, and I really hope you're doing well. I've had a pretty big week and an even bigger burst of creativity. Lately, I've been running some one-shots for my friends, and I really wanted to make a new dice tower. Something fairly sized that I could take with me and throw onto the table as a centerpiece. It needed to be unique to me as an artist and dungeon master, and I knew it was going to be a monster, but I wasn't really sure what kind until I was pretty deep in the build. As much as I talk about planning and drawing things, sometimes you just have to jump into a project. And of course, sometimes it isn't going to work out on the first go. But we work with materials that can be largely fixed or changed, so remember, celebrate the little victories along the way. You can find lots of patterns and tutorials for making dice towers online, and I've seen people making them out of wood, cardboard, even EVA foam. The only bit of advice that I could give you is to test how it's working while you're building it. Now, let's focus more on my new creature. The idea didn't really start to take shape in my mind until I began playing around with these cabochon monster eyes. They're glass hemispheres that I bought ages ago and never did anything with, mostly because I didn't like the printed on eyes. Once I removed the paper, I could start experimenting with my own ideas, and it was here I had my first burst of inspiration. The Esfelina, in many respects, are similar to the ordinary house cat. They have long tails, skinny frames, pointed ears, and 7 eyes. With a black, elongated pupil in the center, the milky iris radiates from sky blue to floral pinks, and finally sunbursts in a vibrant yellow. While their coats can come in many colors, they have an entirely too wide set mouth, with rows of large pointed teeth. To the uninitiated, the Esfelina may seem like a terrifying monster, but they are more of a pest, having an adorable habit of falling asleep anywhere they please. These furry beasts adopt the form of the inanimate objects they rest on. A kitten may occupy the odd shoe or ceramic jar, but as they grow older and the longer they sleep for, the objects they imitate also change in size. This can create quite the shock when an unsuspecting victim opens a chest only to be greeted by the cosmic eyes and radiant rows of teeth. There are even stories of the oldest felines making their burrows in abandoned buildings, slowly taking the form of the architecture, but these are just stories after all. Anyway, this is the next in what I hope is a long line of original monsters, most of which probably won't be as silly or cute. At some point, I will get around to making stats for these little guys, and when I do, I'll let you know. It'll probably be on my Instagram, just until I have a better way of sharing information with you all. When I do though, I hope to hear from you about how you terrorize your players with these adorable little furballs. It was really fun to make this in the completely wrong order from how I normally do things, and I don't think I would have come up with the idea if I hadn't. I hope you enjoyed this video and my little monster backstory. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe as there's always new stuff on the way. If you'd like to support, you can share this video with a friend. I hope you know that you are cared for, and I really appreciate you being here. I'll see you all very soon, and as always, be safe, keep crafting, and cheers.